Good afternoon, I'm Nicolaus and I'm very excited to present homify to you today. We're building an online platform that connects homeowners to local service providers. So in other words, anyone who's planning to build their own home or to refurbish their existing homes, we help them find the right architects, interior designers, and so forth. But first, let me quickly tell you why we do what we do. This year, that's my friend Pedro. And Pedro wants to build a home for his family, a home for his kids to grow up in. But while he does so, before he does build his home, he actually needs to take out cash. He needs to take on the biggest financial investment of his life. He needs to take out a big loan. But he's willing to do so for his kids and for his home, for a dream to become true. It's not that easy though, because as you can see, he will run into a few problems. First of all, Pedro has no idea what he actually wants. He has a wife he needs to agree with on what kind of kitchen to choose, on what kind of windows, what kind of roof, so many styles, colors, etc. to pick from. And once he has decided with his wife what he wants, he actually needs to communicate this. That's the first problem, but the more difficult one to choose. The other one is, after taking on this big financial risk, he is in this awkward situation that he actually has no idea how to build a home. He has never built a house before. So he's completely outside of his comfort zone and doesn't even know how this works with all this risk. And this is where the biggest problem comes in. He doesn't know who to trust. Who should Pedro pick to trust his entire investment with? Who should he build his home with? Which architect to choose? Which interior designer? This industry, it's also known for people to kind of rip their clients off. If you speak to an architect and you ask him what he can do for you, for the architect it's a sales pitch. He will tell you everything is possible for the cheapest price. But this complete intransparency about the prices, the quality, what can ever happen. So Pedro's in a very, very awkward situation here. And this is where we come in. We are building a global brand for home and living that Pedro can trust with homify. Let me quickly show you how this works. It's rather simple. Pedro comes on homify and he finds loads of ideas, millions of pictures of nice interior designs, nice homes. He can collect everything he enjoys. And the best thing is he can organize this neatly in little scrapbooks. He combines this with his wife's ideas and he can use this as a tool to communicate with the professionals later on. So he doesn't need to use his words to explain what he likes. He can actually just show them the pictures. It makes it much easier. In the next step, Pedro actually comes to us and he tells us what he wants. He tells us where he wants to build a house. He tells us his budget for the house. He tells us his style ideas. Everything he wants, he lets us know. We don't want to make money off Pedro. We are independent for Pedro. We take all this information and we send it out to professionals. We send it to the architects he might need. We send it to the interior designers. We send it to the electricians he might need for this project. And the trick here is, those guys, they have no idea who they're competing against. So they're completely incentivized to send Pedro their absolute best offer. They're also completely incentivized to make the best quality work, because once they get bad ratings, as you all know, it's quite difficult to keep getting further projects in the online world. So this really solves Pedro's problem. For us, it's also a great opportunity because the professionals who want more exclusive deals, who want to get more hot leads for the business and grow their business, they pay us a monthly subscription fee. This allows us to live, this allows us to run a very nice business, and has brought us currently to 30 countries across the world. We have 100,000 registered professionals on the website, so architects and interior designers. We have roughly 8 million people visiting us every month. And last month we managed to connect 50 million euros in project values, which we sent on to our professionals. This is what we do. We continue growing. I think there are many interesting things coming up. And if you have any questions, I'm very excited to meet you later on. Thank you.